to the red corner, Fallon Fox.
Back in 2008, I went into a fitness gym. I was trying to get in shape. And one of the physical trainers there asked me what apparatus I wanted to train on. Let's try that punching bag. So I went over there and gave a couple punches in the punching bag. And he liked the way that I hit the bag and that I wasn't timid about it. And then he took me from there into an MMA gym. And everything kind of snowballed from there.
Fallon Fox ties her up like a pretzel.
The 2 years that I was here at Artesia, we were one of the top teams. We had like all of the high major colleges come in, recruit and game. I don't want to say I was treated as a superstar here, but people would always help me left and right because they thought that I was going to be this big-time college player. The plan originally was to play varsity, go on to college, and, you know, NBA hopefully afterwards. Things just didn't go the way I planned.
Fallon Fox with a high Evan Smith in trouble!
In the past, I've thought of the idea of doing a documentary. In some ways, I guess I am kind of afraid that maybe it could be a bad thing for my career.
Right now is me piecing what I think could happen instead of saying, okay, well, this athlete came out and they were banned from this, or, you know, nothing happened. I don't know. So it's very scary right now.
It's just such a complicated issue because I know there's a possibility that people are going to come after me. They're not going to understand, so I have to be ready. You know, it's like MMA, be ready.
Here comes Fallon Fox, bring it out! The crowd's going bananas! Ah! Yeah!
Every time I see that skyline, I'm like, wow. Makes me feel like I'm a part of something, like big, like I'm really a part of the city. The last 5 years of my life have been this. I was training in the morning, training at night. I lived in the gym. The sport is my world right now, and this is what I do. The words can't even express how much it means to me. In the beginning, I had questions about my participation in MMA. I was having a hard time getting fights, possibly because there was a rumor out there that I was transgendered.
Your winner by triangle choke from Schaumburg, Illinois, Fallon, Queen of Swords, Fox.
I broke down at my gym that I was at, and I told my first trainer. That was hard. My coaches expressed that they didn't want me to come out. They were like, if you come out now, no one will fight you. It'll reflect badly on the gym. I don't think they ever want me to come out. I find myself playing devil's advocate with myself to try and have to express myself to everyone. It's very, very hard. It's like a 24-hour thing. Luckily, I had a couple of friends.
Hey. Oh, it's been like, what, 2 years? It's so cold here.
Because it's Chicago, dude.
The reason why I'm reaching out to other trans athletes is because I did not have that when I was younger. I didn't have someone to help me figure out who I was. All I had was people telling me that I was wrong for feeling the way I was feeling, and that wasn't the case at all.
I actually met Kai through the NCLR, which is the National Center for Lesbian Rights. Kai was really awesome. I really enjoyed the conversation that we've had and being able to share our experiences as being transgender athletes.
When people find out about me, it's like you instantly see that, confusion, and then like they start thinking about all these things of like, wait, what? So wait, huh? And it's like you don't need to think about all that. It's not that serious, right? If I said I'm a trans guy, the only thing that you should be focusing on is, oh, okay, so male pronouns.
Actually, I was a truck driver for a good 4 years, and I transitioned on the job as a truck driver.
Yeah.
I hadn't had surgery yet,
Okay.
and they knew me as male before, and then I switched over like overnight and just came in, and like I told them, well, I'm gonna come in next week, and I told my boss everything. He was like, okay, and I came in, and then like everybody's like, about like a month or two after, like guys were just coming up to me, and like trying to hook up and stuff, like in front of everyone too. And these are like truck driver guys.
Yeah.
And for me, it was more the body, like being able to
Be comfortable with
be
yourself.
comfortable with myself and my body, in addition to like some traditional female things and perhaps not. Like right now I'm doing MMA, and that's like not considered a traditional like female thing to do. Those are all the trophies I've gotten over the years. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different awards within 2 years.
Jesus. So you just kick ass, basically.
My objective is to fight for the UFC or Invicta, preferably Invicta if I can, because it's a female promotion. So what I need to do now is I need to apply for a license in California, being that California is the most stringent state as far as licensing policies go. I know that the commission needs to look through all my medical records as far as that this is concerned in conjunction with my sport. Like California asked me what surgeries I had, and I told them everything. After I get a license in California, my coaches should be like a little bit more behind me, for the simple fact that if I can get licensed in California, more than likely I'll be licensed anywhere else. We'll just have to wait and see.
Wow, it's been forever. A lot of memories, a lot of memories. Coming into my freshman year, I played for a traveling team. It's called the LA City Wildcats. And we all kind of made a pact to each other that we wanted to play with each other in high school, since we had grew up playing with each other in junior high. So we all decided that we would come here and play on the same team. It's funny, I get asked a lot about James Harden, the NBA player. Growing up, he wasn't the best one on our team. He sprouted up after his 9th grade year and grew about 4 or 5 inches, over a summer. He could already shoot, dribble. So, yeah, adding the height to it, it gave him everything that he needed, and he went ahead and, continued playing basketball at a high level. The summer of my sophomore year, going into my junior year, I just heard the rumor that I was here at a party and they caught me in bed with a guy or something. A couple of guys reached out to me and, asked me, was it true? And especially at that time, I denied it. I maybe didn't handle the situation the right way because I didn't know what to do to maintain my reputation as a basketball player. My teammates, they would act like they were okay with it, but our relationship was just different. They stopped talking to me on a regular basis, stopped inviting me places. It was very hurtful. These were guys that I knew since childhood, guys I called brothers, just disowned me basically. I was supposed to play varsity my junior year. It didn't happen, and I talked to the coach, and I just went ahead and I moved back to Crenshaw High School. After I left, they won the state championship my junior year. It was like someone stabbed me in the back, basically. It hurt. It really did. I kind of felt like that was my championship that I didn't get to be a part of.
When I got here to Crenshaw, I met some guys and considered them family. And it was more so because they were going through the same situations that I was going through as far as hiding their sexuality. Most of them were out trying to take care of themselves at young ages, 16, 17. They were stealing, credit card fraud, basically any type of scam that could keep money in their pockets. I guess the freedom and to be able to have your own money and just to hang with those guys, it kind of drew me in and got in trouble, got caught. Those 10 months being incarcerated, it doesn't seem real. It kind of hit me hard, you know, that I was once looked at as, you know, the kid that was supposed to make it out and, you know, come back and help the community, and that dream basically had died at that point. One guy, his name, he went by Chums. While I was in there with him, you know, he would always talk to me and he would tell me, like, jail is not for you. It's just something that I see in you that you won't be back here. It was like a signal from God saying, let this be your last time. I'm worth more than this.
Hey, go. There you go, hit him. Ah! Good job, Terrence. Good, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Terrence came to me and he told me, okay, I've been incarcerated and that's where I've been. I said, okay, but like I said, I don't judge. I'm like, look, okay, so now what we're gonna do? And he says, well, I want to continue to play basketball. I said, okay, well, let's start working.
I was thinking that, you know, basketball could be my ticket out of everything that's going wrong right now. Basketball could help my life go in the right direction.
I like this drive. I like that he was determined to be good. We'd work out at 5 in the morning. He'd show up, no complaints. To me, it felt like, you know, oh, this kid really wants it. And he just kept coming back.
When you shoot free throws, you don't bend your knees, and that's your Ray Allen can get away with that. You and I can't get away with that.
Coach Allen told me kind of about Terrence's background a little bit, where he was coming from, what he was trying to do. At the end of the day, I'm a sucker for those kind of stories.
Down. Corner. Top.
Coach Nick has a friend that's an assistant coach in Oklahoma. So he reached out to him to see if he would consider giving me a scholarship opportunity.
At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is a leap of faith. You know, you kind of take a chance and you hope it works out.
The day that I got the call, I actually missed it. I woke up to like 6 missed calls, and I checked my voicemail, and it was the coach from Oklahoma. And he said that I'd been given a scholarship, and they would like for me to fly out the next week. And just at that moment, I was overwhelmed. Just the fact that going from being in prison and people laughing at me, telling me that I'm not a basketball player, that I could go ahead and give that dream up, to now receiving a phone call from a coach telling me that I have a scholarship and my schooling will be paid for, I was just filled with joy at that moment. Right now, my main focus is basketball and school. As far as coming out with my sexuality, with this being a 2-year school, odds are I won't come out there, but we never know.
It could be a good story or it could be a bad story. I think it could be something special.
let's go! Nice job! Good job. What you did so far.
We are very much alike. A lot of people tell us that. Open-mindedness, determination, beauty.
I thought that was the cutest little photo.
Yeah.
We feed off each other, and that's like one of the main things is our determination, our goals and sports, and, you know, drive to accomplish things.
Got some older pictures way back here. That one's my favorite.
Yeah, that was before I left for the military.
When I first found out that Fallon was going through a change, I was just like, okay. Like, I did not have any problem with it. My mother in Ohio, she doesn't necessarily agree with it, but she's still grateful that Fallon treats me the way she does. The problem with, like, telling people at my school, like, I wouldn't mind telling them, but it's like her privacy that I'm worried about. I try not to tell people unless they're my close friends who I know wouldn't, you know, judge her or anything.
And if anybody messes with you,
You should just beat them up.
they're toast.
Gay pride parade with all my friends.
It's kind of a difficult thing that my parents have always accepted my daughter. I never had a problem with her. But my mother is embarrassed to have me around. For the longest time, I couldn't even show up at her house. They said if I don't change the way I see myself, I was going to go to hell, and that I would be in an eternal lake of fire forever, burning. And I couldn't stop what was going on inside of my head. There was nothing I could do about it. It came to a point where I felt that I was going to commit suicide because of it.
It's kind of saddening to hear that, you know, that she was, like, thinking about committing suicide. 'Cause I don't know what I'd do without her.
There was a lot of stuff that I had to go through to get here. A lot of pain and a lot of suffering. The only thing on my mind is, like, helping out other people like me in this particular circumstance right now.
At first, it really didn't hit me. It was just like a TV show to me, basically. I kind of was ready to get out of Los Angeles, so it was more so like, okay, you need to get here and adjust and try not to be so shocked when you get there.
It's difficult for them to adjust, and our town is 12,000 people. So there's a lot of kudos that go to those players that come here from the big cities and learn how to adapt.
I was pretty much homesick for the first couple of weeks. If I didn't have to be somewhere, I was in my room.
Ready?
Ball, 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 ball,
Here's what
ball.
I'm not. All I'm hearing is ball, 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 and gap, gap, gap. Talk to each other. You got him. I got him.
My experience with this team when I first joined was a little rocky.
He didn't sign with us until he actually got here on campus, which was about a week into school.
We thought our team was already set. So I guess we didn't have that welcome feeling because he wasn't there from the beginning. He was a little older than us, and, you know, he wasn't really hanging with us like that and stuff like that.
Unbelievable. It's like we're dealing with freaking third graders.
We actually all called a meeting to start playing better, and it came out during the meeting that They were all purposely being mean to me so that I wouldn't want to stay here. And that was kind of shocking.
We speak to him off the court, he keep his convos short. He doesn't say very much, so then it was like kind of rubbing us the wrong way, I would say. Him coming in just didn't fit well at all.
Be together here, fight together, no individual agenda. Row north.
Go.
Here we go! Hey, pitch Derek! Pitch Derek!
Second turnover, or second possession like that.
Getting a group of guys that are from different parts of the states and the world, it's hard to get us to all gel together.
To be quite honest with you, when we first got him, I looked at him as a kind of almost like a backup.
Get in, Terrence. Good hand. He can't score!
First couple months when he first got here, he didn't play very well. I thought he was very guarded in what he did. That led to him not being very good on the floor.
You got Terrence. Terrence. There's the fellas. Good job, good luck. Good job.
When we sit here and talk about the game, because we lost, y'all want to talk about it. I'm not getting mad, I'm telling y'all what happened. It's every other game, somebody else come in here mad, we sit and talk. Nobody want to tell them shut up, so I'm gonna keep talking, bro. You don't gotta respond to it. That's all I'm doing is having a conversation. So fuck y'all getting mad for.
Somebody go in there and turn the water off so I can talk. Did you not take him seriously? Murray State, I see a bunch of individuals, and I'm not going to work hard enough at this because, hell, I don't know, I'm not going to trust my teammate, really. I don't want to be a team.
You say we give you excuses. Every time we say something, it just either you change the subject or you just write off whatever we saying. Like, and it's no matter what we say, like you got to answer for it.
Completely disagree.
So there's no point of nobody even saying.
Completely disagree.
That's my point right there.
I would have to agree with Jeff.
Don't be negative about it. Everyone get on board. Let's make it a positive thing. Instead of hanging our heads right now and saying we need to do a kumbaya session, everyone get on freaking board. Does that make sense?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive the trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, power, and glory forever and ever.
And here.
You gonna bring it in?
Road horse.
Go now.
So, I just came back from running. Earlier today, we had a press conference. I talked a little smack. I'm looking forward to snapping some arms and breaking some faces for you guys. So, look for me. So far, I don't think anybody suspects that I'm trans. I just don't need the stress right now. I just don't fucking need it, you know. It might take me forever to try and get people to understand, but tomorrow's a big day. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? 3 rounds. The winner will advance to the semifinals in CFA 11.
Oh.
Erica Newsom comes out, delivers a strike, and Fallon now takes her top. These girls are getting right into it.
Oh,
and that's it. Fallon Fox. Holy cow.
Oh, wow, what a beautiful knee.
Unbelievable. Game over.
Looks like tomorrow, actually this morning in a couple hours, I'm gonna hit the media. What happened was, this guy, Morocco, I believe his last name was, after my last fight, he called me. He said something along the lines of, if what I've been told is true, you may want to have a lot of time to discuss this matter. Which, at that point, that just threw up a big red flag in my mind, and I told him, hey, I gotta go. I knew this was coming. I knew at some point someone was gonna say something, and it's just been like years and years of torture, wondering when that shoe was gonna drop, wondering when I'm gonna get the phone call. And I just got the phone call.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with your victor, Fallon. Wow.
I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that? Yeah!
It felt really good this weekend for people to look at me as a normal female MMA fighter. And I know that in the minds of like a lot of them, they're gonna see me as something other. And I really, really liked that feeling of being perceived to be just like everyone else, which I am.
Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox. She is an MMA fighter.
It's not her undefeated record that has everyone talking.
She is a transgender female. She wants to now join the UFC.
But is it fair for someone who used to be a man to fight a woman?
She has an Illinois driver's license stating she's female, and she circled female on her Florida State Boxing Commission application. So neither the FSBC nor the CFA founder and CEO Jorge De La Noble was aware Fallon is a transgender female. I pity the woman who comes up against her knockout knee to the head. Buzz 60.
Fuck. Transgender fighters should be taken by case basis.
You can't say that a 145-pound woman and a 145-pound man are even.
Bone structure is different. Hands are bigger. Jaw's bigger. Everything's bigger.
6 years of taking performance-enhancing drugs, you think is going to change all that? That's ridiculous.
Let her fight RuPaul. Okay.
That's fair.
I'll whip her. I'll whip him.
You'll whip him?
I'm confused.
I can't keep up with everything. It's coming in so fast.
This week, the state's boxing commission may decide if the transgender MMA fighter can get back in the ring as a woman.
She didn't lie on her application. There was no question about this.
I'm going to be very clear about that point. Fallon Fox never lied. Fallon Fox never misrepresented.
For many years, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, has developed a policy on transgender, and she qualifies to compete as a woman for MMA, no question about it.
Here's the deal. If you look at those two women side by side, you'd think that Erica's got the edge.
Everyone that competes with MMA has different things they're good at. Some are good wrestlers, some just have brute strength. So it's hard to say who has the advantage.
You could even argue that there may be disadvantages because they have to fight in a higher weight category, but they don't necessarily have the muscle to support that.
When you undergo treatment like she has, there'll be a lot of changes in bone density and many other things in the body.
The upper body strength, grip strength, stronger, denser bones, but all that apparently, indeed, disappears, and I didn't know that before, so we did our homework.
Don't ever, that's right, we do
out.
our homework. Don't ever be a doctor on TV unless you're a doctor.
When you're sitting down at CNN tomorrow and talking to Kira Phillips, someone could ask you the question, well, what do you say to people who say that you shouldn't be able to compete? And you can say to that question has already been answered. The International Olympic Committee have rules in place, and you qualify under all of them.
There's been some criticism, people, including some of your opponents, who say it's not fair that you fight women when you were born a man. What do you say to your critics?
I think for the most part, the reaction has been positive. It's just some people, some of society just doesn't get it yet. And this is what we're trying to do right now, is to inform people and let them know about transgender athletes.
And the next hour, we will talk to Fallon's opponent that you saw there, Erica Newsom, who she managed to knock out in really just a matter of seconds. Now, Erica, I want to, you did just get kneed to the chin just 7 days ago. First off, how are you doing? That looked pretty brutal.
I feel fine.
What do you think you need to be better prepared for?
Well, just knowing that, help me here.
Just what she's trying to say is just knowing that what you're getting into. Not having any disclosure of something of that nature. It puts a lot of stress after the fight, obviously.
I think Erica Newsom is a good person. I just think that she's caught up with the wrong people who are just trying to save face with her career, with her loss, and that's not the right thing that she should be doing.
Father, we thank you for today, Father, and we thank you for our food. We thank you in Jesus' name for all of our friends here today, Father. Amen.
Amen. Yes.
All righty.
Start in.
Who was it that requested meatloaf?
Terrence.
All right. I like that.
Most of them just call me Lisa or Miss Lisa. They don't really call me Mom, but they come in a lot to the office. I'm right there in the gym. Is there something I don't know?
We all call you Mom on campus. Okay.
I get questions about situations that they're going through with, family or girlfriends, or we need a Band-Aid, we need aspirins. Do you have any candy? Terrence was a little unusual. A lot of the players came in kind of a little more cocky, and Terrence came in a little quiet. In fact, I was thinking, man, he's awfully quiet, But then I got to know him, and he's not near as quiet as I thought he was. Now, the thing that I love is I call him Mr. NEO, because everybody knows Terrence. Everybody.
Why are you on camera right now?
I'll tell you later. You be there tonight? Yeah. All right, I'll see you there.
What's up, buddy? You all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I know it's late because your birthday was in January, but happy birthday.
This is really this is going up in my room. And I don't have anything hanging up on my wall. I am who I really am here. I'm just not open about my relationship. Everything else, I'm who I am every day. I'm not faking it, going out of my way to say hi. That's just me.
They know me as the basketball player, and they get a sense of who I am as a person through basketball, but still feels like they don't know the real me. Here, you have to have your game face on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Little celebrity.
Sometimes I may have a plan, but then I'm nervous about going through with it. I don't know how to go about it. That's another area where I would want to call somebody and get some advice, but who do I call now?
For the first time, an active male player in a major team sport has announced today that he is gay. Jason Collins played college ball at Stanford, and for 12 NBA seasons, he's played in 2 NBA finals, and he's been a part of 6 NBA teams.
So you send this thunderbolt out into the world. 12 hours later, how does it feel?
It's incredible. You just try to live an honest, genuine life, and next thing you know, you have the president calling you.
Yeah, I told him I couldn't be prouder. The LGBT community deserves full equality, not just partial equality.
I applaud you, Jason Collins. I applaud
Katy Perry, Dwayne Johnson, and even a former president of the United States tweeted their support for the NBA's first openly gay player.
To me, that was a big shocker. Kobe Bryant tweeted him, Magic Johnson tweeted him, David Stern tweeted him and said that they actually support him and they were proud of him.
Personally, I don't believe that you can live an openly homosexual lifestyle. I believe that's walking in open rebellion to God.
I mean, it doesn't bother me, but it does make me think there are more people out there like him that don't want to give us a chance to be in the sports world. What I heard in my locker room, I heard like a couple of students saying some negative things like, oh, you got a faggot on the team, or it would be your shower buddy, or something like that. And that's where it kind of offends me, because it's not as if we are there trying to be sexual towards a teammate or anything. We're professional just like they're professionals.
This goes across the board to anyone, gay, straight, that you make choices in your life that make you happy, truly happy, and allow you to live an honest and genuine life, whatever that may be.
Before him, I didn't have anyone to look to. I would want to sit there and ask him, like, can I personally have you to support me, to help me with making decisions through everything that I'm going through? That would be my question.
Tonight we're going to American Predator, the promotion that I had my first MMA fight in. It's a possibility I might get some bad reactions. It's probably going to happen, but you know, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do my thing. I would think that my parents would have gotten wind of this by now.
Nobody's called you in the family? Or?
Nobody's called me. Nobody said jack shit. All I've ever wanted was to just be able to fight MMA and be able to have a team that stands behind me. If I were to ever come out and try and go to another gym, who's gonna want to fucking roll with me? You guys already know me and I'm comfortable with you guys, and I don't want to go anywhere else. You guys are like my family, dude. Seriously, I get fucking choked up just thinking about it.
I'm still just, bothered by all the other YouTube videos that everybody's saying. It seemed like they wanted to jump on the bandwagon and act like they were specialists at everything.
Scotty Fortner, that chick is asking for her belt back. Fallon, give her belt back. I'm like,
who said that?
No, no. Her family,
really?
Somebody Fortner, a couple of them, really? Twittering me, Facebooking me, asking for the belt back. I'm like, this belt is mine. Yeah, I should Twitter, but I'm not. That would just start a whole. I would be like, hey, Twitter. She can have it back if she comes and takes it.
You all right?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah, good. You'll be fine.
I got mad respect for you.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, all right?
I appreciate it. Hey, bud.
Doing all right. Good. Kicking ass. I will. Yeah.
That was the first guy I ever trained with.
You're welcome.
You're awesome.
I support you all the way.
Thank you for everything that you said.
My church is over there. My pastor's not here that I told you about, but the other pastor's here. Acceptance. That's it. Yes! Yes!
That was pretty sick.
How's your daughter?
She's doing good.
How's she
She really hasn't had anything negative said to her.
at school or nothing?
That's what she's telling me, so.
Good.
Nobody said anything bad to me, not one person. A couple of people were like, man, that's wild, but nobody said anything negative. Nobody said, no fucking way, am I training with her? Now let's see what happens when you're in there training, but...
I think it's good that I've been away for a little while for people to digest it.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
It was a crazy week.
So far tonight, I didn't really, I get a lot of stares, when I'm sitting there talking to people, more than normal.
I talked to a few people, like here and there, they just didn't want to support it or say anything about it. They said just old school fighters where they support it, but at the same time they're kind of against it, and they think it...
They just don't know what to think.
They don't know what to think, yeah.
I think some of the female fighters in there tonight were probably just being nice in front of the camera or something, I don't know. Hey, sick win.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah? One who won tonight, she kind of like ran away for a while. I just can't really tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be my own personal paranoia because it's like, you know, you never know who's going to be for or against you. All right. Nice job.
Thanks.
Nice job. Yeah. Right. We're positive. We got a lot more positive and negative. So yeah.
It was a good night.
Yeah. I haven't had one negative comment from a fighter in here, and they're all training with me, rolling with me, which means, you know, doing ground fighting with me and sparring with me and everything.
The situation with Fallon has changed my outlook on transgender athletes competing. I was against it at the beginning. Now, you know, I'm more receptive to it as long as they're doing the proper, you know, testing and licensing and all that stuff.
Joe has come a long ways, I think, from before I first told him, and after everything has come out, I think it's made him feel more comfortable that he knows he's not going to get sued.
I was afraid that it was going to have a negative impact on our reputation and what we're trying to do here. We were worried that students here wouldn't want to train with her, coaches might have a problem with her. All that was legitimate concerns that we had.
Limit yourself to 3 and 4. Jab, cross, jab, cross, hook, kick, double jab, cross, kick.
They licensed her. I'm going to train her to fight. You know, that's my job.
I have about a month before my fight. I wonder if anything is going to be said there by any of the other fighters.
The goal and the focus has to be on winning. All this media and all these people aren't going to be here if we don't keep winning. She has to stay relevant, or this story becomes just something that goes by the wayside.
Play hard on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go hard.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. No. Get down there, post up.
A few years ago, I never could have imagined there was an organization called the National Gay Basketball Association.
Basketball is just an excuse for us to get together. Gay basketball is not a sexual thing. Hopefully there'll become a day when you don't have to put gay in front of it and it's just basketball. But until people are not marginalized, it's important.
When I come here and I'm relaxed, I'm free, I meet people that are like me, and to me, that's the best thing that I could have, especially being a gay player, working on coming out. I absolutely adore playing with Terrence. I think it's good that he wants to come out, but I think he should be careful about it. It's not always a fairy tale. Besides basketball, my teammate Javon is also a great football player. A few years ago, he had a scholarship to play college football for Delaware State University. It was me and 4 others from our school who were offered full scholarships to Delaware State to come play. I had a boyfriend at the time who had come up to visit me. We were having lunch together on campus, and I kissed him. Like a week or so later, I got called back into the coach's office, and he said, Javon, we need to talk to you. We've had a lot of guys come in and say they don't feel comfortable having you in the locker room. And I was like, I don't even go in the locker room most of the time. I go in, I change, and I come. They said, but still, they shower, and they don't feel comfortable with you in there. And I was like, so what does that mean? He said, well,
next semester we will not cover you under a football scholarship. The fact that I had a full scholarship and then just had it taken away from me, because I didn't do anything to lose it, to just have it taken away from me after all the hard work and to see all these bills coming in, and I was like, wow. And sometimes I regret kissing my boy. He's my ex now, but I regretted it because it cost me just about everything.
Pick your man up, full court. I don't care if you got somebody real small. You get up on them. We're gonna help.
Well, the co-main event of the night is going to be Alana Jones and Fallon Fox, and I want to mention something real quick. Alana, thank you for taking this fight right away. We've had a bunch of meetings, to be honest with you, when the whole controversy broke out.
Fallon Fox landing here in South Florida tonight. Some critics argue she should not be fighting women.
I think Alana Jones is a very strong fighter with a lot of heart, and I think this is going to be an exciting match.
I had to start doing my diligence and get some more information, get educated on the whole subject, because all the girls were backing out. People threatening us that we had to cut her. People that were saying that they were going to ban the event.
Hey, Mike, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Mike. After going through this long journey, I'm very happy to have this opportunity.
Do a set of picture for CFA. I'm there, CFA.
We need to do it like fast because Edison's going to eat right after.
Right, she's going to need to eat. No, I want to comply with as much as we can, but not at the sacrifice of her. Nothing is more important than the fight and the preparation for the fight. The media, unfortunately, is just the opposite. It's a distraction. Don't allow them to create the obligation in the sense that they're more important or that you have to do this or that. You have to fight, and they have to pay you. That's it.
Here's the thing, like the PR team is trying to get me positive PR versus like negative PR.
Right.
It benefits them and me.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be polite about it, and you can coordinate it. You know, when somebody's not treating you right, then you know, or you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to stay in any situation, you know?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for your co-main event of the evening, Fallon Fox fighting out of the red corner versus Alana Jones. Semifinals of the all-women's tournament. The winner will meet Ashley Evans-Smith.
We have extra security to take precautions, but to be honest with you, we don't expect any of that.
I'm sure they've done tests and stuff like that, and you know, if they say it's okay, it's okay.
It's great that she wants to be a woman, and like that's who she is like inside, but like her body is not a woman's body.
I don't know, I probably have to do a little bit of my own research.
I think that he's got an advantage.
People are going to come after me. They're not going to understand, so I have to be ready. I'm a fighter. Never take the easy way out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blue corner, Alana Jones.
She did it. Alana Jones with that song choice. I guess somebody had to do it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring her opponent to the cage. Please welcome to the red corner, Fallon Fox.
Fallon Fox receiving a mixed reception from this Miami crowd here. She comes in the overwhelming favourite, minus 1850, to come back at Alana Jones.
Alana Jones would bring the house down if she could cause an upset here tonight. It is the moment we've been waiting for. Controversial transgender fighter Fallon Fox on her television debut. Outside leg kick from Fox. The round kick off the right leg is extremely powerful.
Yeah, she has good round kicks.
Tracks the leg kick of her own into right hand. This is not where she wants to be.
Hey, hit her with the arm! Hit her with the arm!
Ooh, that's a nasty shoulder lock if you get caught in that.
Fallon Fox ties her up like a pretzel.
Alana coming up, getting up to her base. Nice job.
Alana Jones survives.
Don't be cocky, okay? Pressure and get her on top.
Get her to the cage and let's get on top.
Get her
let's go.
Single leg here.
Oh, she's going to hit a tip right here. She's got that arm lock. A roll. There it is.
Alana looking for a way back to her feet. Alana Jones will see the end of the second round. She'll see it quite nicely and will move into a third. Two down and one remaining.
I want you to hide the fatigue. Come out there looking sharp. Don't go too much. Remember what we said? Pace yourself. 5 minutes.
Tired.
I know she is.
High right round kick from Fallon Fox and a high left round, but Alana brings the forehand up nicely. Catches the kicking leg. It's amazing how much Fallon, still in control of the fight, however, still winning this fight, did slow down after the first round pack.
Yeah.
Double leg from Fallon, gets her down and gets her down, the earliest we've seen so far in the fight.
There it is. Just want to lock it up. Oh, shin across the throat, knee on the throat.
Knee on the jugular. Oh, and Alana Jones taps out. A knee across the throat from Fallon Fox. Alana Jones taps out in the third and final round. Fallon Fox comes up trumps.
Fallon, Queen of Swords, Fox.
Again, you hear that mixed reaction. Boos, jeers, and applause for Fallon Fox. This crowd divided as much of the world is about her.
That was pretty cool, though. It was like half and half. You know, fans,
It was like
half, booze, half.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
I think you won a lot of supporters today, people who didn't know, because your game was tight. And there's like, you know, the drunk bros.
Right.
But what was really funny is that like half of their girlfriends were like, what? And then by the third round, they were cheering for you.
I think her whole idea was to play the
For
song,
sure. Right.
frustrate me,
And then run.
and then run. And
Her mentality was, I am going to take this as far as I can. And she did, because this is not going to be the last time, and this is now experience for the future.
Drinks on Fallon tonight, huh?
Yes. Right, yeah, sure.
I'm staying away from the media, staying away from everybody for at least a couple of days. Go back to Chicago and just rest.
See you later.
At first, I couldn't believe it. When I reached out to him for guidance, I never thought I would get a response back, let alone he would make the time to meet me in person.
Fun hike, huh? So on a clear day, you can see downtown from here. I don't have all the answers, but I can offer my advice because I know what it's like to be gay in a locker room.
I really haven't decided how to come out. I think it's like the hardest thing for me to, approach friends. So I haven't even, thought about telling a coach and trying to get him to understand.
Telling the coaches and telling your teammates, it's all about, whatever is most comfortable for you. You try to do it in a way that keeps your dignity, and so that you can always walk around with your head held high.
After I tell my teammates, how do you deal with it going back in the gym to work out, practice, and, you know, because the jokes are already there.
You know, I love to laugh. So, and I think humor can heal a lot. You got to be able to take a joke, and but at the same time, you know, educate, but in a humorous way. With some people who might have, you know, an issue with it.
I mean, that's something I have to work on as a person is being more jokative with my teammates. I'm like, if you ask me, I'm pretty much the serious guy. And I think that just comes from, you know, me being a private person with everything.
And people respect that. You have to have that sense of who you are. It's a matter of finding that point of acceptance. Have you ever been booed by your home crowd?
No, not my home crowd.
Oh, you haven't lived in sports until you get booed by your home crowd, okay? You're gonna have haters. People who you might think will have your back, they might not. You gotta forgive. And trust me, it's easier said than done, I know it, but you forgive them and you move on. It translates in every part of my life that when you have less stress, you're able to play better. You're able to be yourself and relax. I think that's the ultimate goal, is to be happy and be honest and be, you know, your genuine self. You know, it's gonna be tough going into the realm of sports and trying to change a culture, change a mindset, but I'm a part of it, you're a part of it. Every person who steps forward and raises their hand is a part of changing that culture.
If I had this at my house.
When I first met you, like we were driving around, you were telling me all the things that you've been through. Like truck drivers and like the army and like just, you've been through so much shit. That's right there, that's the definition of what a woman is. Women get through tough shit. You have gone through some tough ass shit. And you're still right here. That is a woman, strong ass woman.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
These guys can beat you on the court and in the ring.
Oh my God. Got a huge head.
Last year I was the only trans person here. Now I got you, now I got Chris and Corey, and it's baby step.
Yes, your muscles are so much bigger than Fallon.
I was trying like so hard. Wow.
There are so many differences between the way that our stories play out because no one gave me any sort of advantage in becoming male. I'm competing specifically against men now, and no one thought that I could win or be competitive anymore. So it's the lack of education that makes folks react in fear to our stories and sensationalize our stories. There's just a general lack of understanding about transgender issues.
Sometimes I look at Fallon and I marvel. I don't think that people understand that her coming out as a transgender person is even bigger than, let's say, someone like myself or Jason Collins, because there's so much education that has to go along with that. Not only does sports culture know very little about what it means to be a transgender person, but American culture. And I just pray that she has the energy to not only be this amazing athlete, but to be this amazing activist and advocate too.
It's amazing that so much stuff has transpired in such a short time. I have a stage right now. Before I didn't have much of a voice, but now I have a voice. Coming to the nation's capital, I can talk about trans people in the military. I can talk about the things that we have to endure, and I have a chance to make a difference. I never thought that would be possible, but here it is. After I'm done fighting, I plan on doing a lot of activism work, as much as I can, And a lot of these younger people here are some people that I really needed to connect with.
What we've seen in the preseason, Terrence has brought back that same level of intensity to this year and has competed for his job.
Toughness. Together. Go.
In fact, he'll start tonight for us because he's earned that spot.
I didn't want to miss the layup, but my teammate followed with a good dunk. And the crowd started celebrating the first official score of the season.
Oh, yeah. Go, D, right down the middle.
I think he's going to get an opportunity to move on from here. I imagine he'll get a 4-year college offer sometime during those spring months.
Did you like the dunk with the toilet paper?
Yes.
You like that?
I liked when you first made us
three?
win.
The three? Give me 5.
So I just got off of Facebook talking with Miss Lisa, and she found out. She said that she won't tell anybody, and we're gonna meet up later and try to talk about it.
I was like, I think totally unprepared. I
was unprepared. I was unprepared.
Yeah, I never saw that coming. Here's the part that I don't understand. Miami, Oklahoma, Ottawa County is not really known for a real strong gay community.
Right.
You know, I think there's reasons that it's not. You know what I mean? So why do you feel that that is important to come out to say, I am gay?
It was eating at me. For a while, it was, okay, I can deal with people not knowing, but now it eats at me to not be truthful to people. And I thought, honestly, that it would be easier once I told my family, but it's not. It's just more so the teammates, because we're so buddy-buddy.
Right.
Oh, let me see your girlfriend. Oh, who you on the phone with? They even make gay jokes, you know? So
Yeah,
everything is,
that, yeah.
And it's uncomfortable from both sides. It's the straight stuff is uncomfortable and the gay stuff is uncomfortable. So if they knew, it wouldn't bother me either way.
I hope, you know, and I keep coming back to this, being nervous, you know, there's a part of me that is concerned. I would say because we're a 2-year, you know, it's better to either have come out in the beginning or come out at the end. I think to come out in the middle, I think is, I think would be asking for a lot of problems. You know, in the middle, I think, you know, you'll get sides drawn.
It's like a feeling in your stomach telling me that just tell someone, just tell everybody, get it over with. But then I'm fighting with myself and say it's not the time.
Beautiful, beautiful. I feel like $1 million.
It's been a long time since the beginning of this tournament. I'm gonna put my heart, soul, technique, everything I've learned, I'm just gonna pour it into this fight. To have that belt strapped around my waist, it's just going to be amazing.
Here we go, South Florida. It's time to crown a new champion. She's fighting out of the blue corner. She's undefeated with 1 victory. Introducing Ashley Evans-Smith. And now her opponent on my right, fighting out of the red corner. She's also undefeated with 3 victories. Presenting Fallon, Queen of Swords, Fox.
Mixed reaction from the crowd here at the announcement of Fallon Fox.
Is James Ward.
Outside leg kick from Fallon Fox early on. Look for the right hand of Ashley Evans-Smith. She locks onto a single leg of Fallon. Gets Fallon on her back, drills some ground and pound. Side control, cuts the hit in, and the crowd is rallying for Ashley Evans-Smith. The crowd's going bananas. They are thumping the rafters.
Fine, she's not hurting us. Let's go.
And now Fallon Fox finds a way back to her feet. Fallon Fox with a high hand. Evans-Smith in trouble. Here comes Fallon Fox jerking it out. Ashley's almost done.
Gotta fight out of there. Gotta fight out of there.
Ashley Evans-Smith turns back into her and puts Fallon Fox against the cage. No doubt who the crowd's behind here at the Bank United Center in Miami. They're all chanting for Ashley Evans-Smith as she throws a wicked elbow.
We're doing fine. We banged her with those knees up against the cage. Look to get that ass hook and fucking fire again.
Retake, clinch and a knee, looks for the uppercut. Inside trap. And gets Fallon Fox on her back. Inside the close guard of Fox, inside the opening minute of the second round. Up kicks here from Fallon, trying to plow through with the right hand.
All right, let's go. We got to turn inside. We got to do something.
Can Ashley catch her here? Oh! She does! She does! Fallon was momentarily knees buckled as Ashley caught her. A sweet 1-2.
Fox, you got to move. Let's go.
Fallon Fox, in her 3-fight pro career, has never been in a situation like this. Listen to this crowd once again, cheering every time Ashley lands a strike. There is no love here in Miami for Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox has been melted.
No.
But at the moment, Ashley Evans-Smith is completely derailing her, pounding away to the face of Fox. Fox with nowhere to go. Ashley Evans-Smith unloaded. Right hand to the jawline.
Hey, what the fuck?
Into the round. She's done it. She's done it. She's done it. Ashley Evans-Smith beats Fallon Fox. Miami goes into ecstasy.
Man, I'm filing a complaint, bro. That was horrible, bro. You let her get beat up over in the corner for an extra 20 seconds? Get the fuck out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new CMA Female Featherweight World Champion, Ashley Evans-Smith.
Huh? She's bigger. She's big and strong. When she gets on top of you, you can't get her off of you. That's why we want you at 35. You're stronger than those two. If you're not stronger, you're just as strong.
You win some, you lose some. It's just like anybody else. At least I went in there and I competed, you know? How many people can say that? How many trans people can fucking go out there, be an MMA fighter? It's like, it's so fucking hard. It's so fucking hard. I'll give myself credit.
Listen to these chants, might go up again. Ashley, Ashley, Ashley. There is no love here in Miami for Fallon Fox.
Thank you for going out there and trying. That's all I ask, right?
Proud of you.
It's funny though, because we have a running joke.
Thank you so much. Hey, like, I have nothing but respect for you, you know what I mean? Like, and like, I have no hate. I have no hate, you know? And it's really hard. Like, I was coming at the bad guy a lot of times, like, oh, you have to stand, like, when your team's like, you gotta stand up for her. I'm like, hey, it's my job to beat her, you know? Like, you like almost have to like hate the person. It's like fucking crazy. This is the craziest sport ever. I love it so much, but like, I have respect for you, so much respect for you.
Congratulations, right?
I really feel like there should be a transgender organization, you know? I don't feel like Fallon should fight dudes. I don't feel like she should fight women. I feel like there should be a unique organization for those needs, you know? She did have an advantage.
I haven't received one letter from a college. I've had a few conversations with the assistant coach telling me that schools are interested, but no offers, no one's contacted me. I haven't had a coach text me or call me pertaining to next year. I'm just gonna continue to work hard and pray that, the right opportunity reveals itself. We still have the playoffs. A lot of coaches will be here for the playoffs and see me, so we'll see what happens and go from there.
I don't need to, soft sell it or try to hide from it. Every single one of you guys walked up the stands and walked up in there by a row of big-time coaches. Marquette, Oklahoma State, Louisville, they're all sitting there in the front row. We understand that this level is all about getting recruited and moving on to the next level, but I promise you, if you go out and play as a team and we make sure that you're playing your roles, those things are going to pay off down the long run. Getting a championship is what it's about. Toughest. Yeah. One single thing. We got to go and beat Connors. Period. Hey, Fira. Let's go. Tough. Together. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
No problem? Okay. Eagle! Eagle!
It feels so good to win. My first championship came at the age of 25. Yeah, watch it, old man, make sure I don't fall. Old man. When I didn't win because I transferred, it hurt because it was always a what if. Now that I won, there's no more what if.
We're gonna honor our award recipients, Hudson Taylor, Brendan Ion Badejo, and you know what? Can I do that again? Ion Badejo, I'm sorry, and Fallon Fox. Tonight we celebrate their awe-inspiring work on behalf of LGBTQ youth, as well as their support of the Hedrick Martin Institute.
When I first started training for mixed martial arts almost 5 years ago, I had no idea how any of this would turn out. But all the while, I had this fear that at any moment I could be outed as a transsexual woman. But I knew who I was. I was a woman, a proud, black, lesbian woman, no matter what anyone else said about me. And I refused not to take my rightful place alongside my sister competitors. Even if it cost me my life, I would continue. I lost my last MMA fight, but I haven't lost the war. And I think if we all continue to walk into the light until every LGBTQ person has a proper chance at happiness and prosperity, we can make things better for ourselves and for others. Thank you very much.
Good job, baby. It was very good. It was very good. Everyone loved it.
Directly after the fight, I kind of felt like isolated and alone, especially after such a loss. I mean, if she wasn't there, I don't know how I would have handled it.
It is hard, mostly because I want to be there live to actually be able to support her and so she could hear me, you know, just to add someone to the crowd who's on her side. But usually with work and everything, I can't go. But we do pretty well seeing each other, you know, building up to the fight.
Well, tell the truth about when I'm like, you know,
Cranky?
Cranky, and I'm like tired.
That's not really hard though, that's kind of cute. I mean, she gets cranky when she gets hungry, when she's cutting weight, you know, she'll get a little edgy, but I can handle it. I've been with way worse. And they weren't athletes, so.
I've been here 9 years, and this group was more fulfilling than any team I've had, because you're great people, and we became one hell of a good basketball team. Just because we lost this last game and we didn't play well does not mean that we weren't a good basketball team. There's a lot of teams throughout the country that didn't win a championship, and you guys did. Okay, it's a hell of a job there. Everyone down. Nobody can take the championship away from you. Toughest. You got it. Great year, buddy.
2 years.
Thank you.
You guys are running into the big guy that was putting his hands up.
Yeah.
And that's how you were winning. So
Yeah.
you had to go around him the next time.
I
Try to
remember that.
dunk.
And dunk it?
Yes.
Go around a pin dunk?
Yes.
That's a lot.
It's just 2 days.
I love being here at the school. Told some people I wish it was a 4-year school because it's like I've built these relationships for 2 years, and every day I push myself to go outside of my comfort zone to become just a better person as far as speaking to people, thinking about people and their feelings, and just hoping that, you know, my teammates or whoever would just see me for me and not entitled to being gay.
First of all, thank you for everybody coming out. Most of you know, some don't, that I have a criminal history. Before I came here, I got in a little trouble and I went away to jail. And it's more to the story than you guys know. I have been struggling with my sexuality for a long time. It's something that is really hard for me to talk about to people because when you meet me, you, I guess, see a basketball player or a young kid, and it's where I'm from, I'm sorry. Where I'm from, it's not, I guess, correct to be gay, and I am. And hopefully, what I want to accomplish is to tell my story and let people understand that there's a person that's dealing with something more than what people can understand. I can't even explain how hard it is, you know. This is the first time that I've ever told a group of people about me. And all you guys mean something to me individually. And I pray that I can continue these relationships with you guys after this.
Does that affect you as a person when they think differently?
Well, I think I overthink it, so it stresses me out at times.
You overthink everything.
Well, that's true. That's true. Thank you. Thank you. And that's what I'm hoping that this is, you know, leading to me being able to be happy and be who I am with everyone.
That's a great story.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, that's it. No more questions.
Hey, that's good.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You made me look at people so much different, man. I'll always be here.
Thank you. Thank
Whatever
you.
you need, man.
Thank you.
You know I'm gonna come watch
I
you.
know, don't make me cry.
So much things in your daily life you deal with. I'm not sure if that ever even came into my thinking, but I'm sure that it's been on his mind for a long time about how that moment would actually happen. And I was pleased to see that everyone was very supportive, and I think he handled it extremely well.
You're very brave. Thank you.
Get that shit done. Kind of got the feeling that he was kind of like that through just by his personality and just by certain things that happen over the year. He kind of stays in his room. He doesn't like to hang out with us. Now that I know it doesn't change anything, I feel the same way about him. He's my bro, and I'm not gonna treat him any different.
You've been your roommate?
Yeah.
He's so tall. Really? You guys were?
When he first got here.
I didn't know that.
I'm from Congo in Africa, and my first friend when I got here, Terrence, you know, he showed me everything. And I said, like, me in Africa, come here, I said, like, I cannot have a friend, like, gay friend, because they scare, you know, no, I don't know about it, you know. When I heard it, I feel like, oh, gee, like, you heard me. You see all of, you know, your past with him, it was good. he's always good to something come in my mind, say like, it's okay, you know, it's not a big deal, you know. I've been in Florida, I've been in North Carolina, you know, I came here, but Terrence he's like my friend in Africa, you know.
It was emotional, you know, because for a minute I got to, you know, let down my guard and not be in game face mode, you know. It was just being authentic. It wasn't, you know, me being Terrence the character, I guess. It was me, Terrence, the young man, the person, standing there in front of them, expressing how I felt.
I know everything's going on. 30 years later, you'll make it.
I knew that the story would touch her because it's something that she deals with in her life. She's gay, and she understands the struggle. And those are the responses that mean the most to me.
He just changed my outlook on people, you know. You know, you can't judge a book by the cover, and, you know, that's just Terrence.
I don't believe that he'll be remembered for, oh, he came out, and I think as people look back, they're just going to look at a stable, very outgoing kid who got to know a lot of different people, and people enjoyed their experiences with him. I think that's how they're going to remember him. There's so much more than just his sexuality. I mean, that's just one small element to him.
Fighting is 90% mental. If you don't have the support, you feel like you can't accomplish anything.
He's a champ, and nobody like him.
Go!
That was a question in my mind when I first stepped out to fight Erica Newsom. Was this going to be the last time that people cheered and looked at me positively? And that question was answered tonight. And I totally didn't expect Taylor to show up either. And she was just right there. That meant the world to me.
She's kind of overcoming what happened for the last fight, and I think it was nice to have people supporting her, and I think it was just making it up to this point and being able to pull through with everything. It's just, I'm proud of her.
Nice work. Great job. It's time for the congratulations. You go over here, give me a hug. Nice job. So I'm gonna say it. I want one. I think she's going to be a pioneer for almost anything, just being a single mom or just anything going through to be a fighter, you know, to do the struggles. I feel that she will be a pioneer in the women's league. And there's a lot of people that go through different struggles. You know, there's always that one that sticks out, but honestly, Fallon sticks out, and she has the guidance to be something, and she touches a lot of people.
No matter what happens, if people look at me negatively in one crowd, I always have another crowd someplace, somewhere. Even if I'm out there fighting and the whole crowd is booing against me, I know there are some people there in the world who support me. And they're not gay, and they're not trans, and they're not bi. They're just everyone else.
No, I'm not putting this hat on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We can just make it look
No, let's take for the first one.
Your mama wanted to have a picture.
Yeah.
I got that.
Los Angeles, California, Terrence Clemens.
Terrence is a survivor. He can make it.
And he get that from his mama.
No, he don't. Terrence, no. Terrence is not like his mama, okay? This one here.
Can we get everybody?
Real quick.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Get him up. Oh. All right.
Great feeling just to be able to be myself, you know, and not worried anymore. Like the people that I love and I care about and that I deal with day to day, they know and they accept me. And, you know, it was nothing different. They all congratulated me before I walked, and, you know, some of them even cried. You know, it feels good. I mean, I guess I could say that the journey, it's not complete. You know, right now, this is an accomplishment. This is, you know, something to check off of my list, but there's other things after that I want to continue to do, and I'm just ready to go. How you doing? Good, good. How's it going, man? Good, good.